with certain policies, you want to know like, hey, does this policy have like a waiting period, right?
Mm.
So if it's somebody that's like that has like a lot of health issues, there's policies out there that will say, hey, we won't ask you a whole bunch of medical questions and you'll still get a policy, right? Well, that's great, but you need to ask, hey, is there going to be a waiting period for this? Which is fine because some people, their health wise, that's the only thing they'll qualify for, and they'll still have coverage, right? So what will happen in those types of cases is that if the person passes away before the waiting period, they'll get back all their money that they put, the family, right, plus some interest. But you need to ask these questions because, if they're not asking you a lot of questions, there's a reason for that,
Mhm.
um the other thing I would say, but that's not really something to look out for. That's just something to ask. That's just regular questions to ask, I would say. Also, should you do something with a medical exam or without a medical exam? Nowadays, with COVID, the majority of companies are allowing, so they're allowing up to 1 million in coverage, a lot of them, some even more, without doing a medical exam, and you can still qualify for like those really good rates that we talked about earlier, right? Before, if you didn't do a medical exam, yeah, get your policy in 2 days and don't do any blood work, but you might be paying a lot more for that same coverage because you didn't go through the medical exam, right? So it's kind of like a good thing with COVID because now
Right.
you can still get the really good rates and not have to do the medical exam.
Okay.
Um, and yeah, I would say get quotes from different companies. To be honest, a lot of companies are not very competitive in price. The price difference might be $1 or $2. But
Mhm.
something to ask is, hey, what rating does this company have?
Mhm.
So just like stocks and things like that, insurance companies are rated like from A to F. I personally only represent companies that are A plus or A.